If you hate being broke but still spend recklessly, it's time to change your game plan. Let's dive in. These everyday habits drain your bank account without you even noticing. Stick around and learn how to break free and finally start building real wealth. Remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos. If you have any suggestions for financial literacy topics, please leave a comment. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. What's up everyone, it's Alfonso and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that hits close to home for many. The everyday habits that silently sabotage our financial well-being. Let's be real, we've all been guilty of at least one of these at some point. The good news is, once you're aware of these financial pitfalls, you can start making positive changes. We're going to break down 9 common habits that could be holding you back from achieving your financial goals. From living beyond your means to neglecting investments, we'll uncover the how and why behind these habits, and more importantly, equip you with practical strategies to break free and pave the way for a brighter financial future. So, if you're ready to transform your relationship with money, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Let's be real, we live in a society that constantly tempts us to spend beyond our means. The latest gadgets, designer clothes, fancy cars. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of keeping up appearances. But here's the truth. Living beyond your means is a surefire way to find yourself drowning in debt. It all comes down to this simple equation. If you spend more than you earn, you're in the red. And that's not a sustainable way to live. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. Eventually, you're going to collapse. So, how do you break free from this trap? It starts with creating a realistic budget and, more importantly, sticking to it. Track your income and expenses meticulously. Where is your money actually going? You might be surprised by those little expenses that add up over time. Once you have a clear picture of your cash flow, you can start making conscious decisions about your spending. Differentiate between your needs and wants. Do you really need that daily latte, or can you brew your own coffee at home? Remember, a budget isn't about depriving yourself. It's about making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. It's about having the financial freedom to pursue your passions without being weighed down by debt. Life throws curveballs, it's inevitable. Your car might break down, you could face unexpected medical bills, or you might even lose your job. These unexpected events can derail even the most carefully crafted budget if you're not prepared. That's where an emergency fund comes in. It's your financial safety net, your peace of mind, knowing you can weather those unexpected storms without going into debt. Aim to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. Now I know what you're thinking. That seems like a lot of money. But the key is to start small. Even setting aside $50 or $100 a month is better than nothing. Think of it like building a brick wall. Each small contribution brings you closer to a solid foundation. Automate your savings so you don't even have to think about it. Set up a separate savings account specifically for emergencies and watch your fund grow over time. Remember, an emergency fund isn't about getting rich quickly, it's about protecting yourself from financial disaster. It's about having the peace of mind to navigate life's uncertainties without derailing your financial future. Credit cards can be convenient, but they can also be a slippery slope to debt if not used responsibly. Those seemingly small minimum payments can quickly snowball into a mountain of debt that feels impossible to overcome. The problem with credit cards is that they create the illusion of free money. It's easy to overspend when you're not physically handing over cash. Before you know it, you're trapped in a cycle of high interest rates and mounting debt. The first step to breaking free from credit card dependence is to create a plan to pay down your balances as quickly as possible. Start by making more than the minimum payment each month. Even an extra $20 or $50 can make a significant difference over time. Consider transferring your balances to a card with a lower interest rate or consolidating your debt into a personal loan. This can save you money on interest and help you pay off your debt faster. Remember, credit cards should be used strategically, not impulsively. If you're going to use them, make sure you can pay off the balance in full each month to avoid those hefty interest charges. Let's talk about investing, a word that often evokes feelings of intimidation, especially if you're new to the game. But here's the thing. Investing is one of the most powerful tools you have to build wealth over time. The The magic of compound interest is that your money earns money, and then that money earns even more money. It's like a snowball effect that can lead to significant growth over the long term. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Even small contributions made consistently over time can add up to a substantial nest egg. There are plenty of beginner-friendly investment options available, such as index funds and ETFs, which offer diversification and lower risk than individual stocks. Remember, investing isn't just for the wealthy, it's for anyone who wants to grow their money and secure their financial future. Don't let fear or procrastination hold you back from harnessing the power of compound interest. Imagine setting out on a road trip without a destination in mind. You might end up somewhere, but it's unlikely to be the place you truly want to be. The same principle applies to your finances. Without clear financial goals, it's easy to drift aimlessly, making impulsive decisions that don't align with your overall aspirations. Setting financial goals gives you direction and purpose. It provides a roadmap to help you navigate your financial journey and make informed decisions. Start by identifying what's important to you. Do you dream of owning a home, retiring early, traveling the world? Once you know what you want to achieve, you can break down those larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Set short-term goals like saving for a down payment on a house or paying off a credit card, as well as long-term goals like retiring comfortably or leaving a legacy for your loved ones. Remember, your goals are personal to you. Don't compare your journey to others. Focus on what you want to achieve and create a plan to make it happen. We've all been there. That irresistible urge to buy something we didn't plan for, fueled by a sale, a social media ad, or simply a moment of weakness. Impulse purchases can wreak havoc on your budget and leave you feeling guilty and frustrated. The key to overcoming impulse buying is to become more mindful of your spending triggers. What are the situations or emotions that lead you to make those spur-of-the-moment purchases? Once you've identified your triggers, you can start implementing strategies to combat them. Consider implementing a waiting period before making any non-essential purchases. Give yourself 24 hours or even a week to think about it. Unsubscribe from tempting email lists and unfollow social media accounts that fuel your desire to spend. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. Another helpful tip is to differentiate between your needs and wants. Do you really need another pair of shoes, or are you simply succumbing to a fleeting desire? Chapter 7. Not tracking spending. Imagine trying to bake a cake without a recipe or build a house without a blueprint. It would be pretty chaotic, right? The same goes for managing your finances. Without tracking your spending, it's impossible to gain control of your money and make informed decisions. Tracking your expenses doesn't have to be complicated. There are plenty of budgeting apps and spreadsheets available that can simplify the process. The key is to find a system that works for you and stick to it. Once you have a clear picture of where your money is going, you can identify areas where you might be overspending and make adjustments accordingly. You might be surprised to discover how much you're actually spending on things like dining out or entertainment. Tracking your spending also allows you to see the progress you're making towards your financial goals. It's incredibly motivating to watch your savings grow and your debt shrink. Chapter 8. Avoiding financial education. In a world saturated with information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of financial advice available. But here's the thing. Financial literacy is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey of learning and growth. The more you understand about personal finance, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions about your money. Don't be afraid to ask questions, seek out reliable resources, and invest in your financial education. There are countless books, podcasts, websites, and even YouTube channels, like this one, dedicated to helping you improve your financial literacy. Remember, financial education is an investment in yourself and your future. The more you know, the more confident and empowered you'll feel to take control of your finances and achieve your goals. Chapter 9. Keeping up with the Joneses. In the age of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the trap of comparison. We're bombarded with curated images of perfect lives, luxurious vacations, and expensive possessions. But here's the truth. Social media is often a highlight reel, not reality. Trying to keep up with the Joneses is a recipe for financial disaster. It leads to overspending, debt, and a constant feeling of inadequacy. Remember, everyone's financial journey is unique. Focus on your own goals and progress, not on what others are doing or buying. Celebrate your own milestones, no matter how small they may seem. Instead of comparing yourself to others, draw inspiration from those who are further along in their financial journey. Learn from their experiences, adopt their strategies, and use their success as motivation to fuel your own. Remember, true wealth isn't measured by the size of your bank account or the things you own, but by the freedom and security you create for yourself and your loved ones. Outro: break free from these habits. So there you have it, 9 everyday habits that can keep you trapped in a cycle of financial struggle. The good news is, by becoming aware of these habits and implementing the strategies we've discussed, you can break free and pave the way for a brighter financial future. Remember, financial success isn't about being lucky or winning the lottery, it's about making conscious choices, developing positive habits, and staying committed to your goals. It's a journey, not a destination. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal finance, investing, and building wealth. Until next time, congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here's the bonus tip that we promised. Want to save big without feeling the pinch? Track every dollar you spend for the next 30 days. You'll be shocked at how much leaks out on small, unnecessary purchases. Awareness is the first step to change. Start today and watch your savings grow. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos.